fake. Here's Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jalen Hurd, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. All day, every day.
On first down, Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
42's the mic, 42's the mic. I got him. Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2.
To throw is Murphy. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
And tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murphy. It's caught. Patton. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw. Murphy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
It's a pickup of 8 yards to move them into a 3rd and 13 here.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Yeah, the Jets D, they call out a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Murphy. Off play action. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Let's go,
The Jets
boys.
take
Bring it
over
up.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
They'll run on first down. It's Evans. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Not here. Shift. Watch the shift. General. West.
Jackson. He's going to fire this thing deep right. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Evans. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Bucs' 39-yard line.
Ready. 60 yards. 44's the mic. I'm coming.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 12.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
44's the mic. 40.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
The give to Taylor. That one good for 26 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he coughed it up. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Okay, 36. Right. My 36. Hey, alert. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
Second and 1. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Orbit. Yup. 6. My 36. All day, baby, all day. Watch twist.
Now Murphy, operating from the gun. This one complete to Patton. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jets' 30-yard line.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
Hey, we got 3 down.
On second down, it's Patton. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Murphy now from the gun on 3rd down. And the catch made, it's Patton. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And less than a yard.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Murphy throwing on 4th down. And he finds Howard complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Here we go. Hey, Lobo, 42. Go. Hey, keep it up. Mike 42. Here I come again.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
2nd and 6. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
5 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. On 4th down, Murphy. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Boom! That's how we do it.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson is going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Jackson's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Stay with your man.
Jackson now. Gonna throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On first down, it's Evans, and a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 2 yards.
Now a give, right side, Evans. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from. Ready? 91. 45. 45. Mike. 45. They can't hang with one.
On third down, Jackson. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Back to throw. Murphy. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Trips. I gotta go.
Now Jackson throwing again. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Hard throw, incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taylor now returning it. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, I'm coming. Shut up.
Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 70 ending. Bravo.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
To throw is Murphy. To throw on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Squeeze. Sponge. No.
Now a give right side. It's Evans. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But
rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, check Mike 45.
From the gun, Jackson going for Hurd on the deep ball. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. And he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather, of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 31-yard line.
That's good for the Buccaneers. First down. First and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They run with Taylor. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter.
Set, cut, and read. Tight end right. Tight end right. Read it.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Murphy. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Echo. Mike 36. Mike 36. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that.
Here's Murphy throwing on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college. and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Switch. Check.
Go. Motion. Pump. Zoom.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Here's Taylor, finding room at the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 26. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Murphy operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a give to Taylor.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. From the gun, Murphy. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Hey! Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Murphy now throwing on 4th down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Murphy from the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Whitfield. And he's going to let it go deep. It got his man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? Looking to throw. Murphy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively.